What up, Marvel fans? This video is strictly for you guys. We got some very disappointing news, some soul-crushing news today with Jonathan Majors, aka Kang the Conqueror, was found guilty. I think it had to do with harassment and some sort of sexual abuse accusation. This video isn't really about like the court case. You can go watch someone else's video. But I will say this, from what I've seen, from what they have released, him and the girl definitely have some issues. They both have issues. But, I don't know. I think sometimes it can be rigged. Sometimes, the people did do it. So I have no idea if he actually did do it. But if he got found guilty and I don't know. There's no video, so I think it's more of like hearsay. Like I haven't seen any videos of it. I don't really want to, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to prove without that. But if they have text messages, abusing each other or whatever, they could definitely get him on that. Anyways, that's kind of like the gist of it. I don't know how long he's going to be in jail for. No clue. But it just sucks. He's a great actor. I've seen him do interviews, and he seems like a really good guy. I'm not saying he has nothing in his closet to hide. Well, a lot of people do. Most people do. But I didn't really see this coming. I thought maybe, and it still could be a false accusation, but it's not looking like it. And apparently there's more evidence coming up more and more, considering this case has been going on for almost a year now. I don't know why all this evidence, if it was so necessary to the case, if it just wasn't shown like right at the beginning. I don't know why they're waiting until now. So there is kind of a few things that are a bit fishy. But overall, he's great as Kang. I gotta be honest, I kind of like Kang more than Thanos. He was great in Creed. There's another movie I seen him in. I can't remember the name. And yeah, he's had a good career so far, so it definitely sucks when this shit happens. Kind of comparing this to Ezra Miller, I mean, I think The Flash was already made as that shit was happening. I don't even think he got arrested. I think he got arrested for like a night and they got released the next day. But Ezra Miller didn't do like any time, so a lot of people are gonna look at the Jonathan Majors case and just say it's, racist and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I have no idea. Ezra Miller got out of it, but that movie was already made. Kang had the fucking Avengers Kang Dynasty movie that we're definitely 100% not getting now, which fucking sucks, even though it wasn't coming out till 2025. We're a month away from 2024. Like, that would have came fast, and I'm just so pissed that we're not getting it. All in all, this is a shitty situation. They wrapped it up pretty nicely in Loki. He Who Remains isn't a thing. He's kind of gone, and the TVA is kind of looking for the remaining variants of Kang, and they think that they'll pop up, and they're kind of waiting for that to happen, and then the show kind of ends. So it's like 50-50. Like, they did wrap it up because He Who Remains is gone, and they kind of leave you on a cliffhanger. You don't know if the variants are going to come back up. They might not. So Marvel, I will say, did a fantastic job story-wise and just, like, clearing all this up, because this could have been a huge clusterfuck and really confusing, or they could have just made Kang, like, all of the Kangs survive, even though some of them were dead. They could have made it really confusing, but I think they tied it up in a nice little bow really well by the end. And another thing, they didn't jump the gun, kind of like what they did to Johnny Depp. Like, right when the trial started, he was gone. Disney fired him, and then they wanted him back, and apparently he said no, but I don't know if that's changed. But in this case, they actually waited for the trial to be over, and if you wasn't found guilty. I'm assuming they were going to keep him. They didn't say that. They've been pretty silent about it. Obviously, it's all going on behind closed doors that we don't know about. But yeah, they I don't know if they would have brought him back or not if he wasn't found guilty. But yeah, since this is the case, he's not coming back. I don't know, 2-3 years from now, if he does come out of jail and starts acting again, I don't know if that will be, if he can do that. I have no idea. So I don't really know what to say other than if they're not going to recast Kang, which I do have a favorite I would have in mind. I'll let you know about that in a minute. But if they're not going to recast Kang, and they're going to go with a different villain, I think Doctor Doom would be the perfect choice. A really good actor doesn't really come to mind to play him. But God almighty, may I be damned, I really, really liked the guy that played Doctor Doom in the original Fantastic Four. It's not perfect, but I think he was actually a really good actor, and I thought he portrayed him well. So that'd be kind of funny to see him come back, but I don't think people really care for that. I just hope whatever is next replaces this Kang thing, because we've only seen Kang in 2 fucking things, Loki and Ant-Man. And both of those times he has proven to be a fucking powerhouse and a force to be reckoned with. You somewhat care about him, and the fact that we're not going to see all these different variants of him, which at the beginning I was kind of skeptical of, and I was on board with it. So if that's not happening, so hopefully Doctor Doom, or something else. It just feels like Marvel was just starting to fucking get up, not like a way better, but just better with villains because of Kang. And then like the stories started to feel a bit better. They felt more just them taking their time. You can say what you want about Ant-Man, but I know the ending was different, but I definitely think that Kang, just obviously stole the movie. But it was a good movie. It was kind of weird to bring Kang and introduce him in an Ant-Man movie, but I think it worked for the most part. I would go back and watch it, no problem. So if Doctor Doom doesn't come in, it's definitely a couple other people. But who would I want if they did recast Kang? It's a fucking casting that's never going to happen because we all know this man doesn't need that money. But if Denzel Washington stepped it up and said, fuck it, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck you, Jonathan Majors. I'm going with Denzel. I completely forget about Jonathan and move on. But there is no way that's happening. But if it did, that'd be crazy. There's a lot of actors out there that can play Kang, but none of them are hitting me. I think there's a lot of people that could do a really good job. There's a lot of good, solid actors. But Jonathan Majors was the first, and the fact that we only have 2 2 fucking movies of him or shows, it just fucking sucks, because what this could have been, it could have been something that just picked Marvel up, man, and made everyone fucking watch these movies again. Hopefully with Doctor Doom or whatever they decide to do, that will be the case. I know there's a Fantastic Four movie coming out. I don't know if he'll be in that, but I'm kind of curious what's going to be replacing the Kang Dynasty, and if Captain America and all these other movies had something to do with Kang. Well, now they got to go back in and take it out somehow, so that's going to be tricky. I don't know what the fucking next MCU movie is, so let me know in the comments if you have a fan casting of Kang. Let me know. Let me know what you think about the shitty situation, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Thanks for watching.